Charles Spurgeon once said, God is too good to be unkind, and he is too wise to be mistaken. And when we cannot trace his hand, we must trace his heart. We worship him because he is wise and loving, and we will wait with eager anticipation for him. Biblical anticipation is worshipful anticipation. We must also learn to work while we wait. Psalm 126, 5 and 6 reads, Those who sow in tears shall reap with shouts of joy. He who goes out weeping, bearing the seed for sowing, shall come home with shouts of joy, bringing his sheep from him. Here we read that these faithful worshippers were committed to working, so they waited. They had a mind to work, a commitment to actively doing the normal while awaiting the abnormal. They were committed to sowing the seed, though times were tough, because they anticipated a harvest. In other words, they were committed to do the works that biblical faith demands. So they sowed the seed of the word, watering the soil with their tears. 2 Corinthians 5 verse 7 reads, For we will walk by faith, not by sight. We have God's word, and that is enough. Faith is acting upon God's word because it is his word and because of the confidence in his character. It does not require seeing all that lies ahead, but rather, like Abraham, to be faith-filled and faith-fueled, going not knowing where he or she is going, but we continue to do the normal thing prescribed by God and trust him for the promised outcome. While we journey, you can expect brokenness, dryness, and tears. We will weep, we will ache, but we will do so with hope. The comfort we receive from this psalm is that there will be a harvest. The harvest may not be what you and me expect, but it will be what God has designed. The harvest is godliness, a growing relationship with him. Matthew 5:4 reads, Blessed are those who mourn, for they shall be comforted. Who are these mourners? Mourners are aching visionaries. The desired harvest will come. Though the life of the Christian is not easy, it is and it will be fruitful for those who persevere to the end. And we can because Jesus did. Jesus came to the earth, clinging to the seed of God's promise. He lived a life of perpetual worship, always doing what pleased the Father. He marched to Jerusalem with joy, even though he knew the weeping he would experience there. Yet he remained faithful to God's word and accomplished God's work. He died, and it looked initially like a loser, but 3 days later, he rose as a winner. Because he won, so can we. So don't lose hope. Worshipfully wait in eager anticipation, doing the normal while awaiting the abnormal. Let me end with a reassurance from this word of promise from Psalm 126, verse 5 and 6. Those who sow in tears shall reap in joy. He who continually goes forth weeping, bearing seed for sowing, shall doubtless come again with rejoicing, bringing sheaves with him. Be blessed.